So I saw Douglas Ernst's video on this, and I had to check it out because it looked like a huge trash fire. If I sound off, it's because I'm sick. I've been sick for like 2 days. So, and also some people were asking for a best of 2018 video that is coming. I was originally going to have it up today, but that's probably not going to happen. I've got enough energy in me to do this, and I'm going to do another book for the other channel. And that's probably going to be it for the day because I'm just not feeling good. But yeah, when I saw Doug Ernst's video on this, I had to check this out. It is terrible. And it's full of inside jokes. It's like, when I'm reading this, I'm thinking, who is this for? Because it's certainly not for like the average fan who's not going to have any idea what it is that you're talking about in this book. They're not going to have any idea what you're talking about when you're making these ethics in the industry joke. Like, who is this for? You literally have a all-you-can-read manga app that just dropped, and that's a property that's drawing in new and younger customers all the time, unlike comics, who when all the older people age out, I don't know who's going to keep reading this stuff. You know, when they get just too old or they just quit, right? I'd safely say the medium for comics is probably 30s, late 20s. And I'm probably going to guarantee that it's a little younger for manga. And that's a problem. You know, I got into a debate with somebody a little bit yesterday on Twitter about it. And, you know, they had some good points that, you know, the data shows that people are going back to paper and digital never does well. And that's true, but we've never had one that was literally free in some aspects, or you pay $2, right? That's really cheap for pretty much the entire catalog. Now we have something close, but nowhere near as good in that Marvel Unlimited app, but that's $10, and you don't get it. Like, it takes a while for the comics to become free. So you don't get them day and day. Like the manga one, you get them the day they come out in Japan, and it's free even if you don't pay. So this is like uncharted territory. Either way, this could get people into buying the paper version. Like it's a way to get you interested, which Marvel doesn't care to do, or DC even by looking at this. So let's go through this comic a little bit and look at some of the trash in here. All right, so the premise of the story is that Harley's sick because everybody in her complex has cats, and it's messing with her allergies. And if so, Diversity in Comics changed his channel name, by the way. Now it's Think About Comics. But for the video's sake, I'm just going to call him Diversity in Comics. He's always made points about hot dog stands. The whole thing starts off at a hot dog stand. This is all about Comicsgate, which is hilarious. Like, so how many people do you guys think know about Comicsgate off of the internet, right? So who is this book? Who are you selling this for? You're literally making this book to pass around at hangouts with all your little SJW buddies. So it's just stupid. So what she's doing is giving away cats that because everyone is hoarding cats in her apartment complex. So it's literally like one dude. He's got like 50 of them. So she's finding homes for them. And the purpose here is that there's men's pet stores, right? And they're mad that a woman is passing out cats, which is basically them saying, like the writer of this book is saying that, you know, I'm mad because women write comics. Even though I just gave Kelly Sue the Comics book a good review. Gave it a 4 out of 5 because I thought it was really good. There's literally a point that no one's made, but it's important for them to keep that narrative because it makes them look like, you know, good guys. And they have all those shill media sites in their pocket, and they just reiterate what they tell them to do. So it kind of gives them, in their own mind, like some power, but the reality is no one reads those websites anymore. So if anyone wants the truth, they come to YouTube and they find us. So, yeah. But look at these comments. Mustard's on the counter, toots. Actually, I'm here for the cat's up. Only a loser shakes down a hot dog stand. And history is written by the wieners. So, she's talking about Richard here, calling him a loser, and his hot dog stand is a bunch of garbage. And then history is written by men. I'd like to point out that this comic is written by a man. So I don't know what you're going on about, buddy. So apparently they don't like getting them cats from women. And then we see menopause. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. So you see here, you go in here. Do you have any chinchillas? Chinchillas are for wussies. Here's a steak. This is stupid. You see male chauvinist pigs. Mike's rent an animal. So she goes and confronts all of the people, and they run. But then they bring an angry mob back. Said, them boys is confused for sure. I just hope somebody gets to them while they're still stupid and malleable. I told you they are just the tip of the iceberg. This is way bigger than that one store. And here they come. It's like, boom. Say, it's about ethics in the pet industry. It's too late. They've already gone into their catchphrases. So this was the best part. Here's the woman. I don't need feminism. I was perfectly happy when a man was in charge of the pets. Drop the cat, soy boy. It's about preserving tradition. So then, here's the weirdest part. So, I actually have a lot of good arguments if you just, boom, the cat shoots him, and he says, I only wanted an honest debate. So, yes, just like Doug said, they would rather shoot you than have an honest debate with you. And it's true. Right here, you can't block all of us, right? Talking about block bots, which they all use. And then, how are they going to beat us out? Boredom. I think that's going to happen because we're having a lot of fun, especially me, watching all of you burn. Like, your industry is dying and you don't see it. And this is a prime example of why the industry is dying. And, I don't know who you are writing this for. What's your name, Russell? I don't know if you have, maybe it's at the end. No, you don't even have credits with your full name? Well, I don't want to dig around too much. I've already showed too much. So, who is this book for? That's my main question, right? It's full of inside jokes. You've got all this, you call it the book Petergate, meaning Dickgate is what I'm guessing your meaning is there. Because it's all a bunch of dudes, which isn't even true. There's a bunch of girls that are in it. And POC, but you always ignore that stuff, right? Because it takes away from your argument. That's why you shot the dude in the comic when he wanted to have an argument. You shot him because it goes against your narrative. I have no doubt that Russell would like to kill people, probably, when they want to argue with him. Because if you check these tolerant liberals, when you check their Twitter feeds, it's full of violence and anger, right? And this book is full of it. Harley literally chops someone's hand off. We had the cat shoot the guy. It's a joke. Who is this for? Did you write this literally just to pass around at comic book hangouts with other pros? Because that's what it seems like to me. And I don't know if this book sells well. I'd have to check Comic-Con. But keep doing this. This is what's going to ruin your industry even more, especially at $4 a book, right? I can get a 140-page manga book for $10. And this is really 20 pages of inside jokes about Comicsgate for $4. If I'm a young reader, what do you think I'm going to go for? Well, the answer is manga, because that's what they're doing anyway. So, go ahead and end this book here. Oh. Messed it up a little. What would do? There we go. Anyway, check out the links in the description. Check out Sovereign. That's ending soon. It's a good book. Check it out. Like, subscribe. Check out my Streamy Patreon. See ya.